What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and I got a quick little topic video for you guys. And this time, as you can tell by the title, I'll be sharing with you my official thoughts on apparently the official design look of the Sentinels in next year's X-Men Days of Futures Past. So the picture is right here, as you can see. And from the Twitter boards and the Facebook message boards that I've been reading, a lot of people aren't too happy with this design, but I'm going to be a bit optimistic about this and state that, okay, here's a couple of the main problems that I could tell right off the bat most people are going to have. Number one, as you can tell from the size of Bryan Singer compared to this thing's size, they're not very tall. I would say they're about the size of, say, Michael Bay's Transformers, and I'm sure most people, including myself, were expecting the Sentinels to be like, they are like they are on the comic book series or even the animated series which played on Fox Kids back in the mid-90s. There was these giant, tall machines that had overwhelming firepower, had laser cannons, could fly. Basically, the size of buildings, and including myself. I think even in X-Men 3: The Last Stand, even we saw maybe not the whole Sentinel itself, but we could definitely tell that it was a tall robot, and even the head itself was pretty big. So I think that the initial thoughts was that Sentinel was, although we didn't see it, was probably going to be a lot closer to the Sentinel that we were all hoping. And another thing I'm not too big of a fan of is just the color scheme. I think the purple is a bit too bright, and it certainly looks like something, again, this looks like something they took from Transformers. This looks like it could transform into some, I don't know, purple Ferrari or Lamborghini and then transform. Maybe that's going to be an idea that they're going to try. Now, I'm going to keep an open mind, and an idea that I heard from a friend of mine who also had his own thoughts about the Sentinel was that perhaps these are the early Sentinels. And when you really think about it, I really can't imagine that the first Sentinels would really start out being that big. I think that the industry that makes Sentinels would start off with them being kind of this size, and then as they pit them against the mutants, they realize that they're very ineffective, and then over time they're going to get bigger and more powerful. Because even the weapons, from what I'm seeing this, don't look all that impressive. As you can tell, he has just a Gatling arm and a standard hand, which, you know, lots of X-Men would be able to take that. Wolverine would be able to tear this thing apart. And another comment I've also heard is this looks like just a flashy C-3PO with just a glass face, which, you know, I don't understand. What's the point of putting glass? Are people just going to break it and then be able to get into the, I don't know, the brain cell and tear this thing apart? And, you know, I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm just going to, either this is what the official size of the Sentinels are going to be in the actual movie, or this is just the model, and in editing they're going to maybe escalate them to be much, much bigger. I don't know, but I just want to share my initial thoughts on the official Sentinel look for X-Men Days of Futures Past, and I'd really like to know, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you like this design? Do you hope that they upgrade them over the course of the movie so they look more gritty and badass looking, or do you just hate this design altogether and wish that they just don't add the Sentinels at all? If you like this video, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to check with me and my future movie and video game reviews. And like always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.